Hi guys, it's Carissa and Bowser. Say hi, Bows. And I just got back from Trader Joe's, so I'm going to do a quick haul. I'm going to do it in front of the camera because I feel like when I do it from behind and film stuff on a table, I breathe like Darth Vader right into the microphone. My new phone microphone is so sensitive, so I'm going to just do it this way. First, I have some tulips I picked up. I've never seen them sold like this before. I must just never have been there when they do this. And this was only like $1.19. So I grabbed a bottle of water for the drive home because it's like a 12-15 minute drive and I forgot to bring a bottle of water with me. This is the Alkaline water plus electrolytes. It says refresh and hydrate. I grabbed 2 avocados. The main reason I went was to pick up some of this Pico for Mike. I can make it myself, but it's so much more expensive and he eats it so quickly that it feels like the labor isn't worth how quickly he goes through it. He does do keto, but he's more like low carb. He eats much higher carb than I do. So this is 1 gram of net carbs for 2 tablespoons. And I would say that he probably eats at least a 1/4 cup per serving. And he eats Pico with these Beanitos chips. We just got this hint of lime flavor yesterday at a local natural food store. He's never tried this flavor before, and these are made with navy beans. Does that make you think of Chris Farley every time you hear that? Aww. But I bought this for my nieces. I've never seen this before. I think this maybe is this new. These are the cinnamon apple snack sticks. I like to bring treats for my nieces and they get really excited about it, but I want to be a good influence, so I don't want to always be bringing junk food. And there's only 4 grams of sugar per serving in these, and I think they'll probably really like this. I grabbed a new bag of broccoli florets. I already purchased one of these and I brought them to Easter and my family really seemed to like them, but that was the end of the bag, so I grabbed another one. These are a little higher in carbs and net carbs than, I don't know, than other snacks, but I eat a very small amount at a time when I have any. Hi, normal. And I also add a little bit of extra oil and salt to them because I want them to be more oily and salty than they are, which might sound weird, but that's what I do. Normal. See, I'm on this side of the table today because she was sleeping on the other side, and I guess I didn't even need to do that because she's over here now. I know, kitty. Oh, that's nice. Say hi. Say hi and go over there. Cat butts. I grabbed a new bag of hemp hearts because I'm almost out and I was buying the really little tiny bags at a time, and this is a much better value. Not at Trader Joe's. I don't think they have smaller bags than that. And these are 0 net carbs. I don't know why I feel like I have to rush. This is my video. This can be on as long as I want it to be. Let's talk. Let's talk about stuff. How are you doing today? I grabbed 2 zucchinis. Guys, I found it. The elusive rice cauliflower. There were 2 bags left in the freezer section, and honestly, I felt like a jerk, but I took both of them because I think anybody else in my position probably would have done that. And now I feel guilty. But the guy cashing me out was like, we can't keep this in stock. And I told him I felt like I had seen a celebrity at the store because I couldn't believe I was actually seeing it. I like how really finely riced it feels. The stats on it are 3 net grams per serving, which is 1/3 of the package. I picked up some frozen peppers and onions. These are mostly for Mike. He likes to take, all right, Bows, calm down. None of this is for you. I'm sorry. Mike likes to take pizza toppings and put them in a glass Pyrex container under the broiler, like a crustless pizza. So I get him different types of toppings to add to it. Sometimes I get him diced onions, sometimes I get him garlic. He's a really big pepper and onion fan, so I thought these looked good. It's a lot easier than keeping fresh ones on hand because he never goes through them quickly enough to use the whole thing. I also grabbed this shrimp stir fry. I have never tried this before. I was actually going to get the Legacino lobster tails, but I liked the fact that this was a more complete meal for less money. So I decided I think it was less money. I don't remember how much it was, but I decided I was going to try that instead. Maybe I'll get the lobster tails next time. See, I forgot to do this. So here's the peppers and onions. The stir fry is 4 net carbs per serving, which is pretty good. I like that there's a little window on the back so you can see the food inside the bag. I know that might be weird, but when I buy frozen food, sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm getting. I picked up these chicken burgers because I feel like if you are on keto and you're on Instagram, you see these things all the time. It's only 1 net carb per burger. Speaking of chicken, I also grabbed this grilled chicken breast. This is a balsamic vinegar and rosemary boneless chicken breast. So it's already grilled and marinated, and all you have to do is heat it up. And I love the idea of that. And it is 2 carbs for 3 ounces of this. So we'll see how that is. There's a lot of chicken products like this in the refrigerated section. So I figured I'd start with this and then I could try some others from there if I like it. I'm really picky about meat since I don't really like it that much. These are jicama sticks. I bought a jicama with great intentions and it got moldy sitting on my counter, just waiting and waiting for me to do something with it. So I thought, oh, well, I'll eat those. Plus I have really terrible knives, and why do I want to be trying to cut a jicama with my really dull knives? Seriously, I would probably be better off cutting them with a spoon. My knives are so dull. So I thought it would be nice to have these because I can try them raw. I can try and stick them in recipes. They're only good for the next couple of days, so if I want to get creative with them, I need to do it fast. I suppose I could freeze them. I don't know. How do you like your jicama? And you know, I have to say, this is one thing I love about keto, because I never would have tried jicama before. When I was vegan, I had things like beets and wheatgrass and all that kind of stuff on a daily basis, but I was juicing most of it. And because I was eating so much fruit when I was trying to be mostly raw, the sugar content in all that fruit, you know, especially like the pineapple, oh my gosh, how much sugar was I eating every day, you know? So eating all this raw fruit, my taste buds were so desensitized. So beets tasted like dirt water to me whenever I juiced them, but I was just doing it because I thought, well, I should have beets in my diet. I don't know. I didn't really have the information. I was just trying to throw raw produce into my body as quickly as possible, and juicing was one of the easiest ways for me to do that. But everything kind of tasted terrible to me, honestly, a lot of the time, because it wasn't fruit. It wasn't really high sugar fruit. So I feel like I can really appreciate the texture and flavor of most things now, and really appreciate things that I never used to. So I realized that this probably tastes like nothing. Actually, should I try one right now? But I'm way more open to eating raw jicama now than I ever would have been before. I would have tried to shove this in my juicer, honestly. I wouldn't have wanted to actually eat this. That is delightful. I don't even feel like I need to do anything to that. What does it remind me of? Oh my gosh, it's so like crisp and refreshing, and it actually really satisfies that like wanting produce in my mouth feeling. Like, I don't even, like an apple. It actually reminds me a lot of an apple. And I know that Cooking Keto with Christy, I think that's her channel, I'll link it below, made apple pies with jicama. And I know some people make like a jicama french fry out of them. Shut up, I love them like this. I think part of the reason why it's so good is because it was chilled. It was in the refrigerator section. Excuse my awkward chewing. This is also for Mike. This is the Cowboy Caviar. He loves corn salsas and black bean salsas, and the stats in this are actually pretty decent. It is 5 net grams of carbs for 2 tablespoons, which again, he would eat more of that in one sitting, but that's kind of how he is. He, if I had to guess, eats close to like 50 to 70 grams of carbs a day, and that works for him. I was out of peanut butter, and I have such a hard time finding the stuff that I really like, the fresh ground stuff that I get from Wegmans. So I ended up getting this. I've looked at it a couple of times before, never purchased it, but it's the organic peanut butter. This is the creamy, no salt Valencia peanut butter, whatever that means. Isn't that an orange? I'm just kidding. They're Valencia peanuts. So that's all that's in it, is peanuts. And it is 4 net carbs for 2 tablespoons. I love sunflower seeds, and sunflower seeds remind me of that Mitch Hedberg joke about rice. How he says, you know, rice is good when you're hungry and you want to eat 2,000 of something. And that's how I feel about sunflower seeds. I love that they're salty, and you get to kind of have that crunchy mouth feel. I hate that term, but you know what I mean. If you feel like you want something crunchy, especially on a low carb diet, that doesn't happen very often, like true crunchiness. Some things get close, but you know. These are 4 net carbs for 1/3 cup with the shells. That's a lot. I also grabbed these salt and pepper pistachios. I love to have just like 5 or 6 pistachios while I'm making dinner or with my dinner. It is 6 net grams of carbs for 1/2 cup of these with the shells. I wanted to try these Myntz. I've kind of been into Myntz lately. I like to just have one on me, kind of freshen up a little, you know, because you're honey and don't smell like crap. So I picked these up. These are the Vanillamynt Blast Dentist Recommended Sugar-Free Mints. They are 0 net carbs, and they're vanilla mint. I love vanilla, and I love the combination of vanilla mint. So I hope I like these. So they're like little speckled, they're cute. And they're exactly what I was expecting. They're a little mintier than I thought they'd be, but they're not really strong. I'm a mint chewer. Are you? Like that. Not too minty either. I'm getting a little bit of a cough drop vibe though, I'm not gonna lie. It has a cough drop finish. Okay, that's it. What are your favorite low carb finds at Trader Joe's? Please let me know for my next trip. I would love to hear. I'm gonna get this stuff in my fridge and freezer now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I was just looking for my phone, and I've been talking to it for 20 minutes.